Good morning, my garden and YouTube friends. It's very early this morning, and I just wanted to show you my living room for Christmas. Excuse me. We like to decorate, as you might be able to tell. But I thought I'd take you on a little walkabout. My girlfriend gave me this many years ago, The Joy of Christmas. It's a Mickey theme. A lot of things in our house are, because we enjoy Mickey Mouse and people know that, and so they give us things that make us smile. And this morning, this is December 1st, this morning it is 46 degrees out here in Central Florida. We are Zone 9, Windermere, Florida. And so I'm saying a rosary inside today instead of on my back porch. But I just wanted to show you some of my treasured items for Christmas. My friend Linda made me this many years ago. This is Ed the bear. Ed's kind of a cool dude. You know, he's always dressed up for the adventure of summer Santa. And I have a few little collections of things. I love snowmen. And so I have several. This is one my mother gave me from her house after, actually I grew up with him. I think it was about 1960. He's a nice little Santa. And another girlfriend made the Mrs. and Mr. Snowman. They're just styrofoam balls with crocheted coverings, very cute. And my dad made these lovely ornaments. If I can reach over and show you one. And he went through his ceramic period, and he was very good at hand painting. Excuse me, I'm raspy this morning. This is a wreath I had to redo. Checked all the lights, got it in place, hung it, turned the lights on again, and half of them went out, and I couldn't figure it out. So it had to completely come apart. 2 hours later, we started from scratch, and we have a whole new wreath. So hopefully it'll last for a few more years. This is Rick's favorite, Mr. Santa Claus. I think he's probably about 18 years old, and that cool fiber optics. It was almost new and brand new back then. I want to show you guys something that I think is really cool. It's like, who remembers the beginning of styrofoam? 1941 was when styrofoam was invented, and this was on top of a cake that my mother bought at a little bakery. I was a little girl, so it would have been maybe the late 50s, but is that cute or what? And she saved it, thought it was the coolest thing, and gave it to me. And so it's not worth anything really, as the same with this guy who comes apart, and he has a little, bobblehead. But again, in the 50s, she thought they were marvelous. So she hung on to them. I hang on to them because of her memory. And so some people would look at it and go, what a mishmash of things. But when I take them out, I say hello to her. And I think of her very dearly. I'm sure you have pieces like that in your collection too. These came from Epcot, 1982, first year it opened. This was in Germany. They had the balls. It came as 9, But after years of cats knocking them off trees, I have 3 left. And that was it. And this is Ted. Ted and Ed are cousins. Ted is the more subdued, gentlemanly bear. And this is his little friend, Oscar, who's a Reichs bear. My only really good collectible bear. They sit out all year. They go on the journey with me, and this is a 7.5-foot artificial tree. We had real trees for the first 45 years of our marriage, and then we decided that we really had enough of cleaning up needles into June and July. And I love French doors until it's time to clean them, which seems to be a constant problem with doors here, and our humidity is so high. But we love it. And people wonder how, I'm a retired florist for those of you who don't know, but people wonder how do you decorate a tree? How do you decorate your garland? How do you know what to put where? Well, it's just a matter of like building a building. You get your base in place, and then the first thing that goes on is anything heavy, like lights. Get your lights in place. Next, if you have any heavy ornaments that really need to be stabilized in there, then you know that, those are the things that you really have to tie down and make sure that they are secure so that you're not going to have breakage. Because, boy, that's heart-wrenching. I have ornaments that I didn't even put on the tree this year. We kind of went lightweight. I have a lot of Disney collectible items, and I decided that I was just going to leave them in their box and next year. And but then you can add to it by putting on your lighter things, and it depends on how you decorate. If you have the first year we got married, I had nothing. So I took eggs, poked holes in them, blew them out, got a can of spray paint, made gold eggs to go on the tree. They were just lovely. Yeah. And you build as time goes on. But this is just greens, silk greens, and then the lights, and then beading, ribbons, snowflakes. It's simple, but it looks pretty. Just as this telephone here is an old Ringer phone, and it came from Virginia, West Virginia, actually. My dad, let's see if I can get it. There we go. My dad worked for West Penn Power, and this was from the line crew, and it was from the early 1900s. And so it's very cool. I wonder if I can show you the inside. Oh, I don't have the key, I'm sorry. But maybe another time I'll show you that. All the workings and everything still works. I suppose I could hook it up somehow. I don't really know how. So it's just a constant reminder that my dad took it and stripped it down and finished it. It stays on the wall year round, of course, because that's a really heavy piece. And so these are things that I enjoy, and when I'm not in the garden, which I enjoy thoroughly, then if it's Christmas and it's cold, then I just kind of come over here and I look at the different pieces that I have, and I think, oh wow, I made this, or gee, I remember when we did this or that, or when this piece was added, or who gave me that. and it makes them very, very special. Uh, and I'm sure you feel the same. So I'll leave you with that. This was a very special friend gave me this Santa, and I want to wish her a happy Christmas and hope that she's well and happy. And I hope the same for you. And I hope this year brings you joy and happiness. And then in 2021, we can all get back out in our gardens and enjoy our dirt under our nails and the first bloom of spring. We're still blooming, of course, because it is still warm here, but even at 46, thank God the bugs are taking a rest because they just love me. So I will say Merry Christmas until the next time. Bye-bye.